Hello and welcome to the Tottenham America channel. Today we will be previewing Tottenham Hotspur's next match in the Premier League as they take on Manchester United away from home at Old Trafford in the Premier League. You can watch this match on Peacock. It will be on Wednesday, October 19th, 2022 at 3:15 p.m. It is the 12th round of the Premier League. It will be at Manchester United's home ground, Old Trafford, and the referee for this match will be Simon Hooper. Let's move on into recent form. For Manchester United and for Tottenham, they both have 3 wins, a draw, and a loss in their last 5. Manchester United, their loss being against City, a 6-3 demolition, then 3 straight wins, and most recently a 0-0 draw against Newcastle in the Premier League. As for Tottenham, it's almost the opposite. They had a 3-1 loss against Arsenal in the Premier League, then a 0-0 draw against Frankfurt in the Champions League, and they followed that up with 3 successive wins, their most recent being a 2-0 win against Everton at home in the Premier League. Manchester United sit 5th in the Premier League, 9 games played, 5 wins, 1 draw, 3 losses on 16 points. Tottenham sit 3rd, 10 games played, 7 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss on 23 points. Let's continue now on to team news.
For Spurs, and only for Spurs, Manchester United surprisingly have no one on their injury list. No one at all. A clean injury list for them. For Spurs, Dejan Kulusevski is still doubtful for this game. It's very possible he could be on the bench, but there's almost a 99% chance he's not going to start. Just coming back from injury and playing against Manchester United does not make sense, so he most likely won't play. Tanganga is out with a knock. Richarlison, like the calf injury he got against Everton, he's still out with that calf injury and probably is for the next week or 2 or possibly longer. And of course, Emerson Royale, he is serving the last match of his red card that he got against Arsenal. Now moving on to projected lineups. No one else but Lloris in goal. Back 3, Romero, Dyer, and Longley. Longley switching out for Davies, who just played on the weekend against Everton. Midfield will be 3 midfielders, Bentancur, Højbjerg, and Basuma. 2 wingbacks will be Doherty and Perisic, and our 2 up front, Kane and Son.
Yeah, with Kulusevski still out and Richarlison just a new injury, I really don't see us going into this match with the 3-4-3. Lucas Moura is never going to start because he's had no match play this season, and so to start him against Manchester United would not be a very good decision, I think. Defense is going to be the same as usual. Romero, Dyer, Longley have really solidified themselves in recent weeks, I think. Romero's finally found his form again.
Right now, left center back is working out great because we can just swap out Davies and Longley, and they're both performing great right now.
Yeah. It's a little different on the right-hand side. Romero and Sanchez aren't perfect substitutes. Sanchez is certainly a couple levels below Romero, and for Dyer, really, there's no one to switch out many times. But that back 3, I think, will stay the same. And it's a very solid back 3, I think, that we've built. And Longley is just a huge addition. Wingbacks, Matt Doherty had a great performance against Everton and a great performance against Brighton, so I don't see why he won't start. And I think that was confirmed by a scene at the ending minutes of Tottenham versus Everton where he came off the pitch in a substitution with Jed Spence, and Conte pulled him into a hug and hugged him for about 5-6 seconds, and Doherty came away from that hug with a huge smile on his face. So I think that kind of shows that he might have overtaken the Brazilian Emerson in terms of the ranking of that right wing back spot.
Maybe not overtaken him, but before we saw Emerson was literally playing every game for us on the right wing back. But this shows that we're probably going to swap them out after Emerson comes back from his suspension. Yeah. One of them is going to play more in Champions League. One of them is going to play more in Premier League. And they're just going to keep swapping out from game to game.
Yeah. And then, of course, on the other side is Ivan Perisic. He has been quite good. I don't think many assists to show of in the last couple of games, but nonetheless, he's been excellent. Sat out both Tottenham versus Frankfurt and Brighton versus Tottenham, so Everton was his first 90 minutes since October 4th, but I don't see why he wouldn't start. Of course, though, if he doesn't start, we've always got a good backup in Sessegnon.
Yeah, another thing with left wing back, we've got two great options we can keep swapping out in Perisic and Sessegnon. We rely on both of them, and they both keep performing really well.
And then, of course, moving into midfield, probably the biggest switch. Of course, Højbjerg will keep his spot after his excellent goal versus Everton. Same with Bentancur, but rather with his assist for Højbjerg's goal and a great performance from them too. And then I think we'll slot in Bissouma here, just because of that forward injury problem with Kulusevski and Richarlison. I have a feeling we'll see a three-man midfield, Højbjerg, Bentancur, and Bissouma to kind of shore up the middle of the pitch.
Bissouma, as soon as he came to Spurs, he did not look that promising, didn't get much play time, because Højbjerg and Bentancur are always overshadowing him. But when
He's made some appearances now. And
because he plays very well with Højbjerg and Bentancur,
we
the
saw that
three of
against
them
Everton.
in midfield. And it's also a really good formation to sit back, park the bus, defend.
Yeah.
That works really well, and we can just keep possession.
He came on in the 52nd minute for Richarlison, so we reverted to a 3-5-2. And actually, that's how we got both of our goals. We went to a 3-5-2, and immediately we definitely started looking more dangerous. Kane got his penalty, and then later on, Højbjerg got his goal. So I think 3-5-2 definitely works. And then, of course, at the front, none other than Kane and Son. Kane bagged a goal against Everton in his penalty, and Son, no goals, but still a very good performance from him. And he's finally finding his form again.
Definitely. Now he's become our almost star man. I think Kane's still... They're both firing.
Yeah.
They're both firing,
Yeah.
Kane and Son. But after the hat-trick against Leicester, then the brace against Frankfurt, also got an assist against Brighton. Against Everton, what did he have? Did he have an assist?
Everton, Son? No.
No, I don't
Son
think he had an
didn't have
assist.
any
But
goals.
he had a good performance against Everton. And now it looks like he's going to keep delivering with the good performances. Might bag a goal against Manchester United. And this leads us into our score prediction against Manchester United. I think that's going to be a 2-2 draw.
Same. I think it'll be a 2-2 draw. Manchester United at home in front of Old Trafford is definitely going to be a hard task. It's not undoable. However, Manchester United have looked a lot better in the last couple of matches. Finally regaining some form in the Premier League. A 3-1 win against Arsenal was an incredible win. 2-1 against Liverpool. So they're getting the results
Manchester United,
recently.
We can't underestimate them. They've been firing this season after the horrible start.
Yeah.
They've been doing really well.
Yeah.
Apart from that loss, the complete demolition of them against Manchester City. But we can't underestimate them. Martial has been doing well this season for them. Rashford has. Anthony has, especially him. Eriksen too.
Yep.
So
Sancho, he's got 2 goals.
we just can't underestimate them.
Casemiro slotted in. So, yeah, we can't underestimate them, but we also have to remember they're Manchester United. They've always got that element of surprise, whether it's good or bad. And they could pop up with worldly performance, or they could pop up with another 6-1.
Yeah,
We'll
we
have
could
to just
win
wait and
against
see.
6-1.
But it'll be heavy on our job to make sure we're solid defensively, which is, I think we've definitely improved on compared to our last game against Manchester United, where we played Davies, Dyer, Romero, but they were nowhere near the caliber that they are. Same with Bentancur and Højbjerg. They were nowhere near this caliber. Reguilon was still in our side, and Doherty was not feeling the form that he is in right now and that he was in after that Leeds game last season. So yeah, I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. Let's look at some head-to-head now. Tottenham's last meeting with Manchester United did not go as well. It was a 3-0 win for Manchester United last season. The last meeting between these two sides was a 3-2 win for Manchester United at Old Trafford. Harry Kane penalty and a Maguire own goal was not enough for a Ronaldo hat-trick. Our last home meeting against Manchester United was the iconic Nuno out performance where we conceded 3 goals Ronaldo, Cavani, Rashford, and that was really the final string as Levy sacked Nuno Espirito Santo the next day.
I'm happy that we lost that game because that showed Levy that we need to get Nuno out. The fans didn't like him. They were booing during the game. The atmosphere was terrible during the game, and all the signs of the fans just Nuno out.
Yeah.
I'm happy that game happened.
Yeah. But that is it for our match preview for Manchester United versus Tottenham Hotspur. If you enjoyed, make sure you smash the subscribe button. Hit the like button if you enjoyed our content. Comment down below what your score prediction is for Tottenham versus Manchester United. And until next time,
Come on, you Spurs!